Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Almost written it down already.
Oh, no,
do
it to me, Bulldog.
He's going to lock it in. There we go. That's a big grin on his face as well. I think he could sense the groans from literally everyone watching him pick the victor. But that is
Buffer his charge as well.
Yeah, Youngjae going to be starting off this Drake as Dudu. Let's see how he's going to be able to do it. He just dies. So we hold on to the ult from Cuz as well. And Keen's going to invest the flash to make
matter less and less as the game goes on as Keen.
All right, we're going for an ult. We're bringing the Crocodile away. Dominance going to be popped here as in goes Youngjae, flashing forward, and Dudu gets his revenge. Everything has been equalized.
Yeah, I want to watch
Making
this
his way over. He's got a cat. As here is the Nature's Grasp aiming. Does have the spell shield to stop that one, but it is going to be secured. It's in fact Jun that locks that one down. As now the final chapter is going to get decent snares. Taeyun going down exceptionally low, aiming with the ricochets, tearing them apart, but he's not able to lock down the kills. Taeyun going to have to get out of there, and finally the kill will come in. B2D collects that one as Dudu's over the wall. Keen looks to stun him up, gets out of the way of the final Q now, and Kulvamik should be available if he decides to dive. There it is. And that is the solo kill for Keen. A little bit of an overreach there for Dudu. When the play-by-play caster can see it's not going to work, you know you've done messed up.
I mean, Keen with a really nice dodge on the Q3, but he had so many ways to survive and get out of that. KT with a massive win. This is the fight you do not want to take as Kwangdong Freecs against Kraken Slayer, against a Syndra. This is the exact type of spike I'm talking about here. Then Keen gets the cherry on top defensive solo kill here and is going to take out a whole turret. And yeah, as Kwangdong, you got 2 Drakes, but unluckily, it's the Ocean
Bit of damage here in this mid lane as Shirley going to hop on in. See how this one's going to go. Arctic Assault onto Jun. He's going to wild growth himself, but doesn't get a lot of value out of it. As Dudu tries to move Shirley out of the way. Oh, here's the final chapter. Starting to stack up this CC, but Kwangdong Freecs, they've got so many more members in the area, and Dudu is going to really tell me to shut up, Wolf. That's what he's doing.
Very well here.
All right, in they go. There's a Twisted Advance to start it up. Nature's Grasp coming through. Cuz pretty tanky though, and isn't exactly the priority target. Final chapter to try and defend the Sejuani, who does make it out of the Chaos Storm for now. Great stun onto Dudu, but the Wild Growth is going to be there. And Taeyun, you cannot stand in front of B2D. He will hit you with a whole bunch of abilities and still has the R button left available. There's the exhaust, the flash forward, and the answer with the ultimate from Taeyun. They managed to rip Keen apart. Just an overstep. The rest of the team
would
at least for the extendo beam as Youngjae's going to move over, but they know now that aiming is very low. Cuz going to tank up the Nature's Grasp. KT get into the brush. They are hiding for the moment. Extendo beam not going to find aiming right now as he's looking to group up with the rest of his team. The low health bars now on the side of KT, and there is the engage. Aiming's going to get in there, and another Chaos Storm is going to rain down. They have to be careful. That's a full health Sivir. They have the final chapter, but it gets basically zero value. Youngjae's going to lock down Soul Point and Kwangdong Freecs. Can you make it out? Another scatter is fantastic, but is anyone going to die?
Bulldog doing so much damage to Keen in the front line. He just can't chase. He cannot chase in the heights of the success. Kwangdong Freecs realize aiming is on the left side of the pit and are like, okay, we can actually push this through. We can take the Drake, and by the time aiming gets here, yes, he's going to be full health, but we'll have done enough damage to the front line that he actually won't be able to walk up. They take the Drake, they take a turret, and Signs of Life. I think that also Taeyun knows and Kwangdong Freecs know the win con so well.
Well, that's a final chapter. Cuz making his way over. Glacial Prison available but not used right now as Keen's going to create a doorway, and Dudu has his ultimate available. This Chaos Storm doing a whole lot of work as aiming, getting the auto attacks. Finally, we see the Syndra do an ultimate, but it's exactly what we were talking about. Taeyun can now pop off, and aiming's going to go down for the triple. Cuz maybe giving a quadra. There it is with the extendo beam. Kwangdong Freecs, they'll go over to the Baron.
I'm just going to stamp it right now. Just going to stamp it right now, Atlas.
I'm so sad because I just explained that exact situation.
Yes, and then it happened exactly as you said, and now this area is well and truly online because she hit her second item spike, picked up a BF sword, and is doing real damage in these fights. And Syndra is so desperately trying to tougher. You know, how is he going to be able to consistently do that damage? And the tankiness of this Rod on level 17 Bulldog here is significant against the Syndra because if you use all of your cooldowns to kill this Victor, the Zeri pops, and vice versa.
Well, final chapter going to be used just to try and lock down Youngjae. Cuz going to turn up, does the same thing. Wouldn't say he's the priority target. However, they do at least get the Maokai out of there. Taeyun just eradicates the turret.
TP
In an instant, as now here's the flank play. BDD moving on over, gets the scatter onto a couple. The AoE damage is massive, but Youngjae will survive, and Dudu is just too big of a problem. Going to waste though, and Kwangdong Freecs are allowed to regroup. The flank for the Syndra is an interesting option here, but it's one that may work out. Let's see how many of these Qs he's going to be able to land, as Cuz just not even going to go for the steal. So KT just came to spectate the taking on. This Zeri is just tearing apart the Baron. Kwangdong Freecs, let's see whether they can escape, and the answer looks like no maybe for Bulldog, but he has a flash, and he's going to get out. The Baron's taken, and KT... Well, I hope they at least try to stop this Elder from going down, because watching the enemy team take it will lose you the game. That's Exodia right there. Decent scatter is going to come through as now Dudu taking control of Cuz. He's very tanky, but Bulldog is keeping everybody else locked down. And yeah, Cuz is there to be tanky, but it just does not work out. And now Dudu can do what he wants. He finds the Q. The final chapter comes down, and this could be a Penta. We've got a Quadra already, and there it is! Pentakill for Taeyun as they run down the mid lane and pick up game 1 versus KT.
Second win of the season here, game-wise for Kwangdong Freecs. A one-sided affair, amazing mid-game team fighting, and BDD just could not find his targets. And I think a lot...